Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode 557. Yes, the number is correct now. I made a mistake and said yesterday that the episode is number 557, while it was in fact 556, and there was some confusion on my side because I wrongly numbered one of the files and I kept it in my head. So apologies for that, but this is 557, which means that this project, this podcast, and the blog are going for consecutive 557 days without any empty day or any gap, because that was the intention of the whole project, to get into the habit or routine that will be a daily writing and recording. Initially, obviously, the podcast was in audio format only, but it's in video now for quite a long time already, for over 320 days, I believe. So it's more than a half already that I record the videos, which is great because while it might be cringe a little bit, or maybe sometimes boring for you guys, I hope not, but journaling is not usually something super exciting unless somebody is journaling every day and they have every day super exciting, which I'm jealous about if somebody like that exists on this planet. So basically, today the idea was to write about our 6th day on Gran Canaria, which was the trip some time ago, already almost 2 weeks ago. But I stopped reporting on whatever happened on Gran Canaria because of other daily updates that came into play. And while I wanted to come back to it today, it happened that actually, despite the fact that it was a kind of regular work Thursday, it happened to be a little bit exciting on the side of evening trip that was not planned, and it happened very spontaneously. So let me give you a quick background. So basically, some of you might know, but some of you don't. We live in Ireland, and specifically in Donegal County and Donegal Town, which is northwest of the Republic of Ireland, or Ireland Islands. And those of you that are very far from Ireland and might not fully remember or know about the geopolitical division of the island in the past was occupied by the Great Britain or England, and Irish people got independence after the Easter Rising, which was, I believe, 1916. So technically, Ireland might seem like a very young country, but it can't be further from the truth, because Ireland reaches as far as Celts and very ancient times. So obviously the history is very deep, but more recent history was that Irish lands were under the rule of England for quite a long time, until Irish people managed to break out of that. And most of the island is now Republic of Ireland, so basically Ireland. But there is Northern Ireland, which is, as the name suggests, the north west and north central part, which is still belonging to United Kingdom, which is England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And the fascinating thing about Northern Ireland is that while it belongs to the United Kingdom, and the United Kingdom recently exited the European Union, so it kind of waived all the benefits of free movement of goods and no customs and all the other things. Northern Ireland is in between United Kingdom, so still belonging to United Kingdom, but it has a lot of benefits of being on the same island of Ireland. And because of the specific agreement, there is a free movement of goods between Northern Ireland and Ireland, which does not apply to other EU states. But how it works is there is no borders between Northern Ireland and Republic of Ireland or Ireland, and you can freely move, and you won't know until you see, let's say, the signs, the road signs, for example, will be in miles per hour instead of kilometers per hour, or you will pay in pounds, British pounds, instead of euro, like in Ireland. So there are obviously differences, but you won't know that you're crossing the border because of that, blending element. But still, if you order something like goods from United Kingdom to Republic of Ireland directly, you need to pay customs and obviously a tax on it. But people find out quite a easy workaround, so it's like a loophole because it's still legal, but you need to work about it a little bit. So basically, because Northern Ireland is still part of the UK, you can order from the mainland UK to Northern Ireland, which very often is not only customs free or tax free, but also it very often gives you free delivery between the UK and Northern Ireland. And if you're close enough to the border, or you know somebody close enough to the border, there are certain services or businesses that provide you UK addresses or Northern Ireland addresses where you can ship stuff to that address and then pick it up. If you're close to the border, you just drive into the Northern Ireland, pick it up from, let's say, one of those, self-serve mailboxes or things like that. And this way people kind of avoid paying customs, which in theory might be in the gray area because it's legal and illegal at the same time. So it's a very interesting concept, and we decided to try it out because we are only 28 kilometers from Belleek in Northern Ireland, and it's a town or village just on the border, which has that service, one of the services, which is pod or whatever you pronounce it. And we ordered something from the UK because it can serve either the benefit is to avoid the customs or not pay customs, but also there are goods that you can't deliver or order straight from the UK to Ireland because of some restrictions in terms of, like, for example, power banks very often are impossible to deliver to directly to Republic of Ireland, but you can still get them shipped to Northern Ireland because it's still considered part of the UK, which is mad, to be honest, but it is what it is. So you can order those items to Northern Ireland and pick them up, so you still get it in Republic of Ireland. And we ordered that. It was very quickly shipped to that self-service mailbox, and today we received the confirmation that it's there, ready to go or ready to pick up. It's just a small fee to get it stored in the... Sorry, I need to stop for a moment because I see there's something happening in our estates, and I saw, I think, an ambulance and also the police, so need to check up if there's anything, in particular needed. Yeah, so apologies for that break, but it seems like something happened at the end of the estate, and they deployed a lot of units. I think there were at least 2 or 3 fire trucks, police, ambulance, and some other units. So it doesn't look super dangerous. So we were afraid that there might be fire. So we went out with my neighbor and we checked up. It doesn't seem like something super dangerous for the estate, but it is a lot of units. So I wonder what happened. Anyway, back to our episode. So I want to quickly wrap up to make sure that I managed to upload it before midnight and that I provide all of the details. So basically, we ordered thing to Ballyk, which is Northern Ireland, still within the UK. We drove its 28 kilometers to that Ballyk pickup point. We picked it up with Julian, with my son, and it was just straightforward. We actually did a small kind of reel on Instagram, so I will probably just attach it to the post. If you're interested in reading more, just go to the blog post. It's in the description. The blog is www.bluntforcehealing.com or bluntforcehealing.wordpress.com. And after that, it was only about 7.5 to up to 9 miles drive to a familiar point where we were before once, and we decided to go with Julian because we still had a nice sunset coming, and I decided that there's about 1 kilometer hike up and then back down. It goes on the cliffs, so you can go to the cliffs and then you have viewpoint and beautiful panorama over Loch Erne, which is lake, a massive lake, second in size or third in size in Northern Ireland, I believe. Yeah, second in Northern Ireland, but I think it qualifies as third or fourth in the UK. So quite a huge, specifically very long lake, and the views are beautiful. And Julian also enjoyed the beautiful sunset. We got a lot of sunlight still before the sunset when we were walking up. Then we stayed there for a while and then went down. And while it was dusk and quite dark already, we still went to the jetty, which is basically a small kind of thing on the lake where we just sat down and enjoyed the setting sun. And then we returned to our house in Donegal town, ordered pizza because obviously it was too late to prepare any dinner, and that was an amazing thing. And if you want to see the pictures from that trip, I posted a couple of them in the blog post. If you're watching that from the blog post, you obviously see that, but if you just see my episode on YouTube, you might want to go to the blog post. And blog posts are always the central kind of way to consume the whole project content, because Blunt Force Healing is basically about writing, so the blog post, and then recording the podcast. And I always embed the podcast episode in the particular blog post, so everything is in one place. And that's it for today. I hope tomorrow will be even better. Thank you very much for being here. I always appreciate you being here, because it's a lonely journey to post daily, write and record daily. So I really appreciate you being here and consuming that content. If you have any feedback, let me know. For now, that's it. I hope you have a great rest of the day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.